VB down at our Beacon Hill studio. He was checking out the final debate for the special election in the race for Senate.
Riveting?
It was, but it was an awful night for Ed Markey. Awful. I'll give you 3 examples of why I say that. First up, Gabriel Gomez, the Republican, gets to ask him a question. He nails him, and watch how awkwardly Markey tries to answer it. Here you go.
And over the 37 years, you voted to raise taxes almost 300 times. Can you name a time when you've gone against your party and not voted to raise taxes?
Thank you for that question. And my answer is quite simple. I have voted to reduce taxes on middle-class residents of our state and our country by $1 trillion.
Oof. Yeah, you're the tax cutter, Ed. When he said thank you for that question, the translation was bleep you for that question. But that wasn't even the worst question he got. Artie Saul, the moderator, nailed him even worse with this one.
You released 8 years of tax returns that show an effective tax rate of less than 20%. And that's not much different than Mr. Gomez's 21% rate over 6 years. Typical rate for somebody in your category would be about 30%. You have criticized Mr. Gomez for not paying his fair share. Have you paid your fair share?
I have paid my fair share. Most of the reason that my taxes are low, just the mortgage deduction.
Wow. He's paid his fair share, but he pays a lower rate than the guy that's got 4 kids that he's accused of not paying his fair share. That was awful. And then Artie Saul asks him this one, and watch him avoid this.
You just called Mr. Gomez a tired old Republican. Are you not a tired old Democrat after 37 years in the House of Representatives? And are you not a lockstep vote for the Democrats in the Senate?
Well, the question isn't where you're coming from. The question is where you're going. And so Mr. Gomez, he's backing these tired old Republican ideas. He brings in John McCain. He accepts financial support from Mitch McConnell. And I think that's a reflection of, in fact, who he's going to be with down in the United States Senate.
Wow. The question is, aren't you a tired old Democrat? Well, let me tell you about Gabe Gomez and who he is. And just because sometimes the answer is in the question, isn't it? I guess the only thing missing in that third one, Shannon and Gene, was Ed Markey turning to Artie and saying, well, thank you for that question. It was a rough night for Ed Markey. Not sure it's going to make a difference, but he wishes he had this one back.
Well, next Tuesday, finally, everybody gets to go and vote, and we'll find out how this plays out.